Just listen to that music. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. Before this point, if you're on the overworld, the music is bleak and hopeless and oppressive. But once you have the airship, it turns into this. And it's wonderful. I have a lot to do today. So let's get right into it. Celeste spotted a bird, and that bird headed over here to the town of Miranda. So let's see how Miranda's doing. Nope, nothing to grab there. A swordsman came through here recently. His skills were impressive enough, but I could tell his heart was full of turmoil. If he could rid himself of that confusion and doubt, his technique would probably reach a whole new level. I was a thief once, but then I uncovered a secret so terrible that I had to go into hiding. Yeah, it never really specifies what that secret is. I'm an ex-thief. My old accomplice always used to mumble, "To the right of the treasure chest," in his sleep. I genuinely have no idea what he's referring to. I kinda wish that I did. A man with a strange manner of speech came through town not too long ago. Kept calling people something funny. Thu, Tao, Yao, Meow. Let's see. Ooh, we do have... Ooh, nice sets of crystal armor. Let's get a black garb. 2 crystal shields? Actually, I better get 3. Maybe an extra one of those, too. Yeah, if you thought that, you know, before I got to this point in the game, surely there's no way he's ever going to need that much gold. He's been sitting on this gold forever. It's crazy. Yeah, no, you actually do need that much when you get to this part of the game. I've learned a lot about how things stand in this ruined world from thieves and travelers who pass through. Anywhere you need to know how to find? No, we'll figure it out. You know the guy in Zozo who says this place is dangerous? He's the only honest guy in that town. If you need something there, he's the one to ask. I used to be a thief. One time I busted a gut climbing up the cult of Kefka's tower to steal their treasure. I barely made it out of the first treasure room alive and had to turn back. Oh yeah, that place is one hell of a dungeon. Alright, weapons. What do we got? Sword breakers. Falchions. Scrolls. Hello. Lola's been receiving a lot of letters lately. I wonder if they're from her boyfriend in Mobliz. The source of people's misery always lie in their pasts. Lost friends, families, and homelands. Those are the things that torment people the most. Boy, this town is just full of bright and cheery people, isn't it? Look at all these flowers. My boyfriend in Mobliz sent them to me. Look closely, they're all handmade. Real flowers won't bloom anymore, so he made me these from silk. And he just sent me this letter. Did he now? But wasn't Mobliz destroyed by Kefka? Someone else must have written that letter. That is quite impressive. Read the letter, yes. My beloved Lola, Art thou well? We have rebuilt as much of the village as we could hope to. I believe I should be able to return to thy side before too long. That doesn't quite sound right. This handwriting, it looks a lot like Cyan's, but where is he mailing them from? Could you please attach this reply to the carrier pigeon outside? Yep, we're gonna send the letter for Lola. Thank you. So Cyan is sending letters to this poor woman whose husband is very, very dead. And the reply letter appears to be heading that way. Yeah, that reminds me. I keep meaning to check if anyone's actually managed to make any mods for these yet that include bonus material. I can check between episodes. So we have Jaidur there. There's actually something I want to check. Eventually, a piece of magicite washes up on the beach. Alright, it is there already. The Quetzali magicite. So that is another Esper that I can show off. It gives speed +1. The speed stat is incredibly important in this, and this one gives the fantastic spell of Hastaga, which is just so damn good. Being able to cast haste on your entire party instantly is... It's a treat. Well then, to Zozo we go. Hello! Let's show off how Quetzali works. There we go. Celeste, if you would please. When you use Quetzali, a bird flies in and lifts off the whole party. And pretty soon, we'll all come down. Basically what it does is it causes the entire party to use the jump command. I cannot believe this battle isn't going to be over because of that vanish. Ooh, it actually leaves the enemies semi-transparent. Oh, that's a change. It used to be it would just make them completely invisible. Okay, well, back to Zona Seeker so you can keep working on your magic. I'm actually going to give you the Quetzali for more speed. You don't need a reflectoring anymore. Probably best to give you regular earrings. Now, the jump command is not one that any character has by default, but if you put a dragon boots on anyone, it changes attack to jump. And that's where they jump up, they leave the battlefield, and then they come back down after a while with a stronger attack. Yeah, Zephyr Cloak, that should be good enough. Alright, so the bird is flying up there. Now, at the top of that building, last time we were here, there was a door that was rusted shut. We need to get through that door. Luckily, that is not going to be difficult. Good work, Sabin. Good work, Setzer. That man-eater knife comes in handy. If you climb to the top of the building with the pub sign, you'll find a path leading to Mount Zozo. The monsters up there are quick. If you go, you'd better have a way of making sure you're able to hit them. Like one of those, you know, sniper whatchamacallits. This rust rid will let you open that door up there. Yours for 1,000 gil. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. So he's saying that you're going to need one of those sniper eyes because the enemies up there have very high evasion. That doesn't really matter for me because you are such a jerk. That really doesn't matter to me because I'm going to be using magic and special attacks which ignore evasion completely. But it's a nice little warning for people. Oh my god. So many of these damn things. Come on. Edgar, if you would please flash all these enemies, I would appreciate it. Stop throwing wrenches at me. Have you guys not figured out yet that I'm just going to kill all of you? The rust dissolves. And we are now in Mount Zozo. So there's a fair bit of treasure to be found here. These bears will actually steal money from you. And in fairly considerable quantities. Not to mention we have more of these big gobbly doodad guys. But at least these ones aren't neck hunters, so we can assume that their sacks are probably not just full of necks, unlike the last ones. And after stealing money, they will run away. They will actually permanently reduce your money supply unless you kill them before they flee. It's actually quite annoying. That is an ice shield. This is the first of the elemental shields that we will be finding. These are very important. First of all, they completely absorb one element while negating another. They, however, also increase another element. So, they're pretty good. They also actually teach magic when you have them equipped, down in the central column on the bottom. Some items actually teach magic while they are equipped, and the shields are among them. They teach the Tier 2 elemental spells, and at a faster rate than Moduin does. A red cap, huh? Oh yeah, that is a solid upgrade for Sabin. Okay, new priority, kill the bear. Switch to chainsaws over flash. Oh, I hate you. You're a jerk bear. Good job, Edgar. Glad to see that you're still as bloodthirsty as ever with the chainsaw of spinning death. This dungeon is not too long. And it actually doesn't have a mandatory boss in it, either. It does have a boss, but it is specifically one that we are not going to be fighting right now. Back in Albrook, we heard from someone that when the world broke, a bunch of legendary monsters got out, including Humbaba, who we've now fought, Deathgaze, whom we haven't heard from yet, and something called the 8 legendary dragons. The dragons are very difficult bosses. They are pretty much on tier with the weaker sort of bosses that you would encounter in the final dungeon of the game. And they are found in different areas around the world. One of them is here on this mountain. The Wind Dragon. It is not the strongest of the dragons, and if I worked really hard at it, I probably would be able to beat it. But I'm not going to. Probably. So here is an Aegis shield. This is one of the best shields in the entire game. Its defenses are crazy. Plus 40 magic evasion. Magic defenses through the roof. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you think it's worth trying to fight the dragon? A gold hairpin? That's a relic that, when equipped, reduces the cost of magic by 50%. Very good, very powerful. There's another new enemy. I really am debating in my head if I want to fight this dragon or not. I'm not in the best position to fight it. But I could definitely be worse. We'll just... yeah, I think that's appropriate. We're definitely not going to give the Aegis shield, or the ice shield to anyone, because that increases damage taken from wind magic. And as you might imagine, the wind dragon tends to use a lot of wind. I mean, we do have a save point right here, so yeah, why the hell not? Let's give it one shot to see if I can take down the wind dragon right now. This is a tough boss. Do not be surprised if I am dead in the next... You keep interrupting me, and I am finding it very rude. Could you please go away and die, you jerk? Thank you. Okay, step on the switch, dragon comes out. First of the 8 dragons, the Storm Dragon. Alright, first things first. Sabin is going to be on healing duty. Actually, it might be worth having 3 people on healing duty. Let's drop a Libra. I want to know exactly what I'm up against. So between the 3 of them, that should be enough healing to overcome its damage, even though the damage is very high. Alright, level 74, 42,000 HP. Vulnerable to lightning. Okay. 42,000 HP. That's pretty high. Oh, god damn it. I just selected Thundara from Sabin, and I keep forgetting it locks in your last used targeting. It will not automatically switch. I hate that it does that. I hate that so much. When I target a damage-dealing spell, it should, by default, target the enemy every single time. Okay. Maybe if I take the cursor off of memory, it'll stop doing that. But then it's just going to require even more button inputs every single turn. That is one of the design choices I sincerely do not like about this. And if I was just casting Thundara and I try to go to Cura, by default, it tries to target the dragon. That is a stupid piece of design. It really should not function that way. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We're getting off a lot of damage. It hasn't done the worst thing that it can do yet. That's good. Come on. Keep those heals going. Sabin probably has some of the worst magic in my crew. I think Setzer is going to be doing better with his thunder. You can see that with the Thunder Shield equipped, Sabin is just outright immune to wind damage. Okay, that hurt. Let's heal up. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna beat this thing. This is going extremely well. Come on, keep killing the dragon. Ooh, completely dodged. Well done, Edgar. Now that you see the difficulty spike in the second half of the game, you get why I went so overboard making sure everybody had a good assortment of spells before I came to this part, huh? Just keep playing cautiously. And boom. That is the first of the 8 dragons defeated. $10 magic points, and we get a Force Armor. Force Armor is really good. Let's actually take a look. So, Force Armor halves the damage that you take from fire, ice, lightning, wind, and earth, while on top of providing fantastic magical and regular defenses and 30 magic evasion. It is damn good armor. It is 1 point less defense than a diamond armor, but screw that. This really is the part of the game where you start to just find ridiculously good pieces of equipment. And by the end, you can essentially build up certain characters to be almost untouchably indestructible. That's actually something I used to do with Terra a lot, is I would actually give her an equipment loadout that made her virtually unkillable. Alright, let's kill the bear. Ow! Why do you do that to me, jerk bear? Alright, achievement. Earned 500,000 gil. Well, we have found more of the flowers. And a locked chest. And a letter. Dear Lola, I am writing to beg for your forgiveness. I am guilty of perpetuating a terrible lie. I have only now realized the error of my ways, and taken up this quill in hopes of correcting a great wrong. Your boyfriend, whom you believed to be in Mobliz, passed away some time ago. I have been writing to you in his stead. We humans have a tendency to become trapped in the past and refuse to move on. I implore you not to let this happen. Now is time for you to look forward and rediscover love and all of the other joys in love life. Cyan. And we have found another hero. Thank you, Cyan. Memories of the world before the fall remain, but the light of dawn doth never change, nor ear the hearts of men. Cyan! You are all alive? Cyan! I shall go with you. We must not abandon this world to Kefka. But, however did you find me? Wait! Tell me you did not read my letters! Poor Cyan. He's like, haha! I have hidden all the evidence. Oh crap! They're sort of a minor diversion of mine. Cyan, these flowers are gorgeous. Oh, must thou embarrass me so? Dost thou truly think so? I wondered what had become of that poor girl, always waiting for word of her beloved. I decided to pay a visit to Miranda. I learned that she had long since stopped receiving replies, but still sent a letter each day. I could not bear to stand by and do nothing. As I wrote to that girl, I began to realize that I was no different from her. I was refusing to move on. I could not let go. I will no longer live in the past. We must all look to the future now. By the way, I encountered Sir Gao in Miranda. He said he would get strong, smash Kefka. I believe that means he intends to hone his skills in order to challenge the Lord of the Tower. Knowing Sir Gao, he was probably headed for the Veldt. And we still don't get to unlock that chest. And we won't get to unlock that chest for some time. One quick teleport stone, and we are back out of Zozo. Now, Gao will only ever come out on the Veldt if you have a party that is not at the maximum size. So, it's also nice Cyan is hanging out with the machinery. What an intriguing apparatus! Let's take Cyan, Celeste, and Edgar with us for right now. Cyan, we can give you a Hermes sandals and that good old hyper wrist that you love to play with. And, of course, how could we ever not give you Bismarck so you can keep getting your +2 strength every level? Now we just unequip everybody else. And let's go get a second party member this episode. Hopefully this won't take too long. And hopefully I don't run into some of the really, really strong enemy encounters. Because they are very, very dangerous. Okay, this one looks easy enough. Just need a little bit of fire. Oh, it looks like Cyan also has another, Oh, well, that didn't take long. Alright, we got Gao back. I'm Gao. Gao, your friend. Friend, I joined you again. That's another new member recovered. Maybe I shouldn't say new member. Now it is time for Sabin to get powered up. I don't know why I bothered unequipping him, I'll be honest. So Gao is level 22 right now. Not the best, but not terrible. I think it's... Ifrit gives +1 strength. Edgar can go back to Golem. Let's take the wheel. Next target. We had heard that Duncan was training to the north of Narsh. And if we go to the north of Narsh, we find this little pack of trees. And going into the trees, we find Duncan's cabin. Master Duncan! Why the surprise face? Did you think I'd died or something? Master Duncan, I'm so glad you're safe. Oh dear, Sabin, you aren't crying, are you? Did you think a little thing like the end of the world was gonna do me in? The earth tried to swallow me up once or twice, but I just pried its jaws open and climbed back out. Sabin, it's time for me to teach you my ultimate technique. Use it to knock Kefka into next week. Get ready! That's right. This is how Sabin earns his most powerful blitz technique. And it is very powerful. That's what a training montage looks like, by the way. Well, I'm sure Duncan will be fine growing one turnip and one cabbage. I call it the Phantom Rush. Yeah, in the original Super Nintendo, it was translated as Bum Rush, which doesn't sound as good. Now go on! Hit Kefka with every blitz I taught you! Alright, I have now a new Blitz and a new Bushido to show off. And I will get to show them both off as I approach my final destination for the day, the town of Narsh, which has been completely abandoned. We're going to be heading into the caves. Alright, new enemies. These are two new types of Magna Rotors, distinct from the two we've already seen. So, Cyan's going to use Dragon. Manipulates the flow of key energy to draw HP and MP from a single enemy. And Sabin is going to do Phantom Rush. Which goes a little like that. And deals It deals basically as much damage as Celeste's spells can. Which is just fantastic. In fact, Sabin is now probably the strongest single target damage option out of all my characters. Until I get back Trance Terra, that is. Not bad at all. Oh hey, I just got an achievement. Completed 50% of the bestiary. Which I'm still bothered by because I know it is physically impossible for me to complete it on this playthrough. I don't like that. But then there was also an achievement for get every single hidden item, and I genuinely don't even know if I know the location of every hidden item in this game, so it's not like I was going to get every single achievement on one go of this anyway. Cyan deals a significant amount of damage with his, you know, basic Bushido skill, which is good. I don't have too far to go, luckily. We got Psychos and Wizard. There you go. God, Cyan knows so little magic. It's to be expected, though. I have exclusively focused on increasing his strength. Late game blitzes like Phantom Rush are why I'm glad I learned the trick of doing 2 directional inputs instead of ever trying to bother to get the diagonals just right. So doing that one, for example, all I did was just go left, left, up, up, right, right, down, down, left. And that was it. I don't actually have to try to do, you know, the entire sequence. Although, controllers these days are a lot more cooperative. So it's not nearly as annoying to actually get the circles and half circles and quarter circles. Almost there. This, where I am heading right now, is actually one of the most important things that I can get at this point in the game. And believe me, it is going to make a lot of what is to come significantly easier. Ooh, what's that do? Oh, it makes him a zombie. Oh, I don't like that. You're a jerk, Mr. Wizard. Thank you, Edgar. You just keep flashing your enemies. Still got plenty of holy water from the tomb. It's just on the other side of this room. You guys are so annoying. How strong is Flurry right now? Sabin is gonna get so damn strong. +1 strength for Sabin. So here's where the Moogles lived. And we find Mog! Koopopo! I thought you'd all died, Koopo. I'm so glad you're alive, Koopo. I'll help you fight, Koopo. I bet the Yeti'll come along too. He'll be a big help, Koopo. He can be a little wild, though, Koopo. He should be here in the mine somewhere. He'll help us out if I order him to. Let's look for him, Koopo. Alright, we got Mog back. And right behind Mog, the Malulu's Charm. One of the best relics in the entire game. Only Mog can use it, unless that's been changed. Prevents all random enemy encounters. Yes. Prevents all random enemy encounters. And because I have that, I can now get a whole bunch of treasure that I really shouldn't have access to yet. There is still so much more to do. But I'm afraid that's going to have to wait until the next one. And while I'm at it, I may as well grab this chocobo stable for my map, too. There. That was so important.